So we're not hearing much of the details. Apparently they're still being worked out. But what are we hearing and what could potentially happen?
Well, obviously, there's lots of speculation on what would entail this massive testing campaign that you just talked about. 7.5 million residents here being reportedly tested as many as 3 times every single individual over the month of March till the end of March. But we just had the top epidemiologist in Hong Kong at the University of Hong Kong School of Public Health, Professor Benjamin Cowling, saying, you know, this testing campaign could reveal hundreds of thousands of infections from that testing blitz. But where would they go? If under dynamic COVID-0, anyone who tests positive needs to be isolated. Well, there are already thousands and thousands of people awaiting hospitalization, and media has been reporting, and we've seen the pictures of people actually piling up in beds outside of hospitals. There's no place to put them yet. That's why they've been soliciting the help from mainland authorities, potentially to build a large facility to isolate patients. But that is not going to be happening overnight. Yes, hotel rooms are opening up. New public housing estates are potentially opening up. The Hong Kong Convention Center could be used as an isolation facility. But Benjamin Cowling says it's very difficult to stop this current outbreak. He predicts that it could peak in early to mid-March. And, you know, then where do we go from there? We need to start thinking about mitigation factors and the process, including home quarantine. The current process, he says, can't continue, isolating every single case. So the criticism is coming hard and fast against Carrie Lam's government, including some have interpreted Xi Jinping's comments earlier this week as maybe encouragement, but also some criticism that you haven't done the right job. Has the Hong Kong government been caught off guard? Has it been complacent or ill-prepared? Don't leave that for me to answer. Leave it to someone like Michael Teen. He is a Hong Kong lawmaker as well as a deputy to China's National People's Congress. This is what he is saying. He says, my impression is that the Hong Kong government have been playing it by ear instead of planning ahead. Ouch.
And we have seen, of course, businesses suffer because of that. What's Cathay Pacific's outlook right now?
Well, look, we just had Emirates head on saying that business is looking good. Singapore Airlines, their traffic numbers are way up. They have opened up, obviously. Cathay Pacific, for one, is stuck on the tarmac, really. If you see the pictures of the Hong Kong airport, you see lines of airplanes lined up. And we got one of the chief executives talking in a statement about the current outlook for Cathay Pacific. And they say for the foreseeable future, while we have these restrictions, they're going to be flying at about 2% capacity. And that's tough to survive at 2% capacity. That's my assessment, not his assessment. And they're flying on average 797 passengers a day. They have no domestic market to serve, right? It's all international. So it's just another very high-profile business that is suffering in the wake of these restrictions. And it's tough to make contingency plans when you can't fly the planes.